Welcome back, people. We are live. I know I haven't been live streaming in a while, but you know what? We're gonna get right back into it. And the purpose of this live is I want to get more into recapping things that happened throughout the week. I know I've been traveling. I just got back from Milan not that long ago, and so a new thing I'm trying to do on my channel this year, 2026, is get into live streaming. And I know it's gonna be tough at first, right? I know there's gonna be uh, less viewers initially. Live streaming is one of those things where you got to do regularly. So if you're here and you're rocking with me, appreciate it. Um, Please comment below if you have any topics that you want us to get into. But I'm gonna make sure I focus on running a good show. So even after right now, this live stream would be good on the replay. Even after right now, this live stream will be good on the replay. All right, so we got a list of things I want to talk about, and they're major stories from the week. We're going to cover GloRilla and her family feud. We're going to cover, I've seen a very interesting video by Keke Palmer. We're going to cover Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, how they divvy up the bills in their relationship and more. Also, if you have any topics you think I should cover, let me know. We're going to be bringing things on screen. We can discuss, different topics, but these are the major things that are happening today, right now in the marketplace. All right. As far as me, call me Shape. You guys have noticed that, like, I'm going through a little bit of wardrobe change. Decided to show my hair now. People people talking shit. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We got someone that says, "Thanks for putting out this type of content, bro. I got you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you." Also, we're streaming on Twitch. In the future of my channel, I want to be able to bring guests. I want to be able to bring girls. I want to bring people. And I know Saturday's a hot day. It's cold as fuck outside right now in Jersey. It's like 10 degrees and shit. So, or 5 degrees. We got the Super Bowl tomorrow. So, all right. Couple things I want to get into. Now, the title of today's live stream, When Women Get Rich, Nobody Eats. I want you guys to think about that, because we hear that we're in this era right now in dating where women are making more money than before. I won't lie. All right. They're getting college educated. Okay. They're growing. Okay. But the question is, when they get on, who do they support? Right. And you always find that interesting, just like the story with GloRilla and her sister complaining, "Yo, you didn't put us on. You didn't put us on." It's funny because GloRilla was from the hood, right? From Memphis, Tennessee, right? And after she got on, she left the whole fam starving. And it makes you think to yourself, like, what's the purpose of all this equality? When women get on, they leave everybody behind. They leave everybody stinking, right? So I found a clip from TikTok. You guys know I'm the TikTok guy, right? I found this clip from TikTok. I thought it was absolutely hysterical. We're gonna kick off the show with this. Let me bring it to the stage right now. The girl says she's in love with Jon Stewart. That's the name of her handle or whatever, right? Tell me if you guys can hear this video. We're gonna play this video a couple times. It's not that long. We're gonna play a couple times and we're gonna react to it.
Dating is boring and men are not interesting. I do not care if I get a free meal, okay? My time is not worth a $20 green curry at a Thai restaurant. Men get to stare at me for an hour. They get to giggle. They get to blush. They get to kick their little feet. And what do I get out of it? A meal that I could make myself. A meal that I could pay for myself. I have to stare at someone who's honestly not that attractive, let's be so real, and who brings nothing to the table. I don't care how much a man makes. If you can't make me laugh, you can't do a lot of other things. Women are taught to be perfect. Perfect. In the way that we look, in the way that we think, in the way that we act, with literally everything we do. And what are men taught? That the way that they are is okay. Men are taught that their existence is acceptable, regardless of what that existence is. I encounter men in their 20s who have acne. It's like, did you not get a skincare routine during COVID like I did? Why do you have a neck beard? You're on a date. Why didn't you brush your hair? Why are you wearing sneakers? Why aren't you even trying to look nice? You're not even trying. I asked them what they do for fun. All they do, they go to work, they go to the gym. The gym, I never see a bicep. I don't see any muscles. Like, what's it gonna take for you to pick up a book that isn't Atomic Habits? Dating is boring and men are not interesting. I do not care if I get a.
What's so funny about this conversation that she's trying to have, right? Uh, she's pretty much saying dating sucks for women, right? And she doesn't take any blame herself, but she mentions a couple things. One, she says, look, all she gets is a free meal. Boo hoo. Boo hoo. Free meal. Thai green curry that she could easily make herself. By the way, I haven't met any girl that can make green Thai curry. So if she can, she's exceptional. But I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that she's making green curry at home. Okay, I doubt that that's what she's going through in her life. But it kind of signals exactly the resentment that a lot of women have right now, right? They don't appreciate that we take our hard-earned money and take them on dates. Like, what do you mean that, oh, it's not a big deal? And then she goes on to say that, oh, I'm staring at a man. He's not that attractive. What do you mean? Oh, because men are not required to be perfect. Women are required to be perfect. I would love to ask her, what's your definition of perfect? Because you're mediocre as far as I can see. I don't see a perfect girl here. Let me know if y'all see a perfect girl. I don't see a perfect girl here. But in her mind, she's perfect. She had to get her makeup done, her hair done. She had to be smart. She had to be put together. Right? And it's this level of attitude that women have towards men that is causing a lot of problems in the dating market. This is causing all the problems in the dating market, right? And now it's funny because who is she? She's nobody, right? And that's a good thing, right? Because what it signals is this is someone just out there in the world. This is not like a celebrity, right? This is not the exceptional people. This is the average run-of-the-mill girl. This is her assessment of the dating market. And to me, this is how you get a pulse of what's going on in society, right? So think of it like this, right? Think of it like this. Now, if women didn't appreciate men before, they appreciate men even less now. Men get even less appreciation now. You feel me? They get less appreciation now. The real J Rel says that part. There's no perfect person. I don't understand her mindset. I don't either, bro. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Like, look, and we'll go through her page because look, I'll give her the benefit of doubt. If she thinks she's perfect, show me. I want to see, right? Let's go through her page. I don't see perfect. It looks like a regular girl to me. I don't see. Does anyone see perfect here? I don't see perfect. She looks like she got a fat face, respectfully.
The reason why Republicans are so powerful is because there was
like she looks like she looks like she got a fat face, bro. Her face is kind of chubs.
I hate all this.
She is kind of cute though. She is kind of cute, but perfect, I would say no. And this is what happens. You'll have an average girl. I would argue that she's probably more on the borderline of average. You'll have average girl that have celebrity egos. The average women have celebrity egos right now. Someone from Twitch says, I'm busy at the moment. Once I settle my squad, I will join your stream. Add me on Discord. I don't know who you are, brother. But shout out to you. I'm glad I could actually see comments from both Twitch and YouTube. That's good. All in one place. I like that. I'm trying things, guys. I'm trying things. And so, if you guys want, follow me on Twitch at Call Me Shape. If you are on Twitch, follow my Twitch at Call Me Shape. Now, I do want to get into a couple stories. One of the stories is the Rihanna story. I don't know if you've seen this. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. There's rumors, but I just thought to myself, like, this is mad peculiar, right? This particular story about Rihanna, I thought was so peculiar, bro. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I refresh this. The story will pop up. I did just save it recently. Yeah, okay, here it is. All right, guys, I want you to focus on this. Okay. Now look, and I'll make it a little bit bigger. Pause. So in this story that came out recently, it says Rihanna has allegedly revealed that for over 3 years, she hasn't spent a single dollar on household expenses. ASAP Rocky pays for every bill, takes care of the kids, supports her businesses, and handles the home like a real family head. So, okay. I don't know, bro, because last time I checked, Rihanna, you're the billionaire. And look, shout out to Rihanna. I've been in the same room as Rihanna before. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the success she had. She's from the island. Shout out to my Caribbean girls. But please make it make sense. How is it that you are a billionaire? I don't even think ASAP Rocky is 100 millionaire. Respect to the brother, because I think he's talented. He's definitely swagging, coming from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Proud of my bro. But how is a dude who's probably worth 100 times less than you paying for all the household bills? The only way I could see that is if that you're depriving yourself on a type of home you could live in to keep up with his income. But why? Right? Let's just say that's what they were doing. I don't know what they're doing. We're just speculating, right? I have no idea. But let's just say Rihanna, what her goal was to do was, all right, I'm going to let ASAP Rocky be the head of the house financially, right? And spiritually, right? I'll let him be he'll be the leader. But I guess in order for him to be the leader, he has to pay for everything. But let's just say ASAP Rocky is only worth 10, 20 million. I don't know how much. In fact, let's look it up. I don't know how much. What's ASAP Rocky's net worth? I don't know. ASAP Rocky net worth. What's ASAP Rocky net worth? 30 million, bro. I don't know if this is accurate, right? But it says ASAP Rocky is worth 30 million. So if that's true, if he's worth 30 million, Rihanna net, I don't know. I think Rihanna's worth what, 1.2 bill something? 1.4 billion. 1.6 billion. So why in the world would, and this is just a rumor. I don't know if it's true. We don't even know if this article is true. People are speculating. But why in the world would I pay all the bills in the house when I'm worth 30 million and you're worth 1.4 billion dollars? Look, I believe in a traditional family too, but when a woman starts making more, it makes sense to me that she got to cough up more. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is 30 million to Rihanna? Rihanna could blow ASAP Rocky's entire net worth in a day and not even feel it, bro. So again, to me, if this is true, I don't know if it's true. Shout out to them. But this is virtue signaling. In the modern era, if a woman makes more than a man, you know what I'm saying? She might as well pay more. Why is she paying less? You feel me? Why is she paying less? Help me understand. If Rihanna is worth $1.4 billion, why is ASAP Rocky paying all the household bills for the last 3 years? This man is liable to become bankrupt trying to keep up with Rihanna, bro. If I was Rihanna's man, if I was ASAP Rocky, and like I said, this is all speculation, so we don't know, but I thought the scenario was something that we should talk about. If I was a dude that's worth 30 million and I'm dating a girl and she's worth 1.4 billion, I personally feel as if we could join our resources together and spend it like it's one. Right? I'm gonna add my little 30 million to your 1.4 billion. Now we got 1.43. We got 1.43 billion. And then if anything, let me be in charge of the bills, how we allocate stuff. Let me pay all the bills in our joint account. Because I don't understand this idea. You keeping all that 1.4 bill or whatever. I mean, obviously that's her net worth. That's not what she got as far as spending money, but I'm sure she got way more spending money than he does, right? She probably has liquid. She probably has his net worth liquid, bro. Right? So if I'm worth 30 mil, you're worth 1.4 bill. If you really want me to lead, let me make the decisions how we going to spend this money. How about that? Because even though as a woman you got all that bread, again, women still think emotionally. They still think with their feelings. They're not going to think rationally. Right? So you're going to need somebody to help you spend that. You know what I'm saying? Help you help you manage that. You feel me? Let me get to some of the comments. People comment on me, but y'all agree with what I'm saying or not, bro? I mean, like, fuck am I doing is paying all the bills? Like the story, and I'm gonna read the story again for people just coming in, walking in. Allegedly, Rihanna has revealed, allegedly, I don't know how you could allegedly reveal, right? I know this is how fucked up sources are nowadays. But she reveals that for over 3 years, she hasn't spent a single dollar on household expenses. A$AP Rocky pays for every bill, takes care of the kids, supports her businesses, and handles the home like a real family head. Fuck. Right? That sounds bizarre to me, bro. That sounds bizarre to me. I ain't doing that. Nah. Let's have a joint account and let me tell you how we going to spend this money. How about that? Let me tell you how we going to spend this money. Okay? Because you going to fuck it up. If you really want me to be the head of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be like, I hate to say it this way, right? But I got to be the pimp. You got to be the hoe. And even though you made that money, you got to let me protect this shit. Let me protect this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me prevent you from letting people finesse this shit. You feel me? Oprah was making billions, but she was getting robbed by people because she didn't have a man. She didn't have a man to protect the bag, bro. She didn't have a man to protect the bag. The real J Rail says, proud of you, bro. Been following you for the last 8 months. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Tell me where you guys are from, yo. Where everybody from in the chat? Let me know where everybody from in the chat, man. I love to hear where your backgrounds are from, so we get, you know. And fuck it, you know. This is our live stream, so I'll put the link out. I can have people join in. You feel me? I have people join in. Black, is it Lyron? Like, is it Lyron? Lyron? I think it's Lyron, right? It looks like Ryan. Lyron. Says boss babes are great at spending money on themselves, but don't be spreading the wealth. That's what I'm saying, bro. You feel me? Because if this Rihanna story is true, it says that like, you know, even though she makes way more money than my boy, allegedly, if this is true, I don't even know if the story is true. Shout out to Riri and A$AP. If this is true, why are you having him footing the bill? It don't make any sense. That don't make no sense to me, yo. Presidential says, what's hers is hers, no matter how much more she has. Men are far more benevolent. Facts. And it's funny because no matter what happens, women want to see men be traditional the whole way. It don't even matter. You can make more money. You can make less money. Whatever it is, they want to see you be a traditional man the whole way. Why though? You feel me? Why? I don't get that. Black Lyron says A$AP wants to do that though to prove he's a man to her. I don't think that proves anything. I think if that's what we speculated. Well, no, I want, you know, I ain't trying to speak bad on him, bro, but let's just say I'm gonna grant you your argument. That's what he's doing. I think it's foolish. I don't think that proves I'm the man. I feel like if I'm dating a billionaire to prove I'm a man, I can show her how to run this shit up. If anything, let me help you turn your 1.3 billion into 2.6 billion. How about that? Because people with money take financial advice with people that have less money all the time, because smart financial principles have nothing to do with how much money you have. You could be very principled and have low money, have no money, and you can have no principles and have a bunch of money. So, if she wants him to be a man, she got to let him show his leadership skills. J. Rose says, I'm from Indianapolis. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to my boy, Presidential. Or no, Trey 5-3. He says, Boss of my guy, you're the truth. Appreciate you, my boys. Shout out to everybody. Guys, if you donate, I want to let you know, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, I'm a full-time content creator. We trying to get these struggle streams up. So anybody that donates, I appreciate you, yo. So shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to Boston, yo. You feel me? And yeah, I got some homies out in Boston, man. Word, for real, for real. Beantown. Shout out to Beantown, man. Yeah, but and look, Rihanna's one example of this. This story, I don't even know if the story is true. Rihanna's one example of this, right? But GloRilla, I know you guys heard about the GloRilla story, right? Y'all heard about what happened with GloRilla? Did y'all hear what happened with GloRilla, y'all? Transaction said, I'm Jersey boy, Newark Irving. Shout out to you, my boy. I'm in Jersey too, yo. You feel me? I love Newark. I had a studio out in Newark. Those who know. You know, say you can ask about me in Newark. I know a lot of people in Newark. So yeah, Newark is like a second home to me. Newark is like a second home to me. For sure. Damn, they got a special on Hinge right now, y'all. I don't know if y'all see that. That special on Hinge right now, that special is 50% off your first month. I always join for 1 month though, because they give you half off for your first month. I sign up and I don't even continue. I don't go for more than 1 month. Fuck it. So shout out to Presidential, Trey Presidential. Nashville in the building. Shout out to Nashville, yo. We got Nashville, Boston, Jersey, Indianapolis. What up? Shout out to all the people on the live, man. I'm rocking with y'all. J Rail says, look up Super She Island. I'll look that up. Yeah, if you guys got any topics y'all want me to cover, let me cover. I got a list of things, but I want to see it. Let me look at this Super She Island. Let's see what you're talking about. What the Super She Island? Isn't it the island built by men, but only women can live there? 8.4 acre private island, only wellness retreat, women only wellness retreat located off of the coast of Raisberg, Finland in the Baltic Sea. In 2017, the island offered a men free space for vacation, yoga. It's funny because apparently the story of the island was it lasted for what, 6 years, and then it was sold. Damn, their website is gone too now. I heard about this island. Hold on, so I'm gonna bring this up on stage so you guys can see. I heard about this island, which, by the way, it was built by men. Isn't that crazy? They banned men, except for men have to work on the island. And I heard the men that were working on the island were getting laid left and right, because again, they were outnumbered by women, and a lot of women they see. This is the funny thing about women. A woman will say, "Oh, we don't want no men around," and women are going on to get along, right? Women, they don't view life through objectivity, right? They view life through consensus. What do all women agree upon? Whatever all women agree upon, I agree upon. That's how women think. If all women feel this way, I feel this way, right? So A lot of them are disingenuous. The things they say, what they say. A lot of them are just trying to virtue signal to other women that um they're part of the sisterhood. You feel me? So that's that. So all right. So here says Super Sea Islands, a private retreat designed exclusively for women, founded by American entrepreneur Christina Roth. Again, look at this, right? Founded by Christina Roth, another example of when women get rich, nobody eats. Nobody eats, right? I got a yo, bro. I don't even know why I got a mean cough because like I don't even understand it. Like I got this cough and it don't hurt. You know, it's mild as hell, but this shit won't even go away. I'm not coughing up phlegm, nothing. This shit just won't even go away. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. We if you guys don't catch the full thing now, you can catch it on a replay. But we talking about when women get that money, bro, they stingy with it. So Super C, it's funny. I mean, think of it this way, right? She founded a women-only island, but she didn't hire women only to build the island. She hired men to do it, right? So it's focused on wellness, empowerment, and female connection, yoga, nature, spa treatments, all in total places with no men allowed on site. Even male animals are avoided. Male animal? What the? Yo, that sounds like bestiality to me. What do you mean you're avoiding male animals? What the male animal gonna do? That's weird, yo. That's weird. All right, well, 8.4 acres. After purchase, male construction workers were working on the island to lay lines for power and water and gut renovations. That was the only time men were allowed on the island. Besides roots, close family, and friends. So look at this. Men are not allowed except for my family, my friends. AKA the niggas that are clapping her cheeks while every girl gotta rub scissors with each other, yo. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's cover these other topics. I want to get into it because I want to get into the GloRilla thing real quick. We also got the Halle Berry engagement. I don't know if you guys heard about the Halle Berry engagement. I thought that was pretty peculiar myself. Well, let's talk about it. Where I want to start? Maybe we start here.
Play the rap. Y'all play rap ain't it. And I'm getting tired of it. Y'all laid up. Y'all talking about some she ain't obligated. She ain't obligated when she want to sit here and all them interviews and talk about the struggles we've been through and then reach back to her parents. I got her friends wearing it. And my mom still.
So apparently, GloRilla, her sister is going in on her because her sister's like, "Yo, you made it out the struggle. How come you look out for us? You know what I'm saying? What about us?" And you know that does raise a subject. That raises a topic. Are women responsible or expected to take care of their family when they get on? Because you see famous rappers all the time. Oh, the minute they move out the hood, they buy their mama a house. Or I bought my mama a house. I retired my mom. You hear it all the time. Well, GloRilla, she's a famous rapper, and supposedly, according to her sister, her mom still work at FedEx. She still work at FedEx, bro. And you know that means she got back pain. She got to bend over, pick them boxes up, or whatever the fuck she got to do. Her sister said that she got 10 siblings. They got all the same mom, same dad. I can tell she got that same ugly ass nose she got, respectfully. She got that same ugly ass nose she got, respectfully. So, and I think it's been verified that this is a real sister. This is not a girl just capping looking for clout. Trey Fi says women who are financially ahead still have underlying trauma just by the way they move. Thanks for the $5, bro. I appreciate you. Thanks for everybody donating. Appreciate the donations. Guys, if you could just donate $1, $2, $3, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. It keeps the channel alive. And in the future, I'm telling you what I'm trying to do right away. I'm trying to get the bitches on here, bro. I'm trying to get the bitches on here. I know I can. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And we know everything needs to be financially supported. You feel me? Everything needs to be financially supported. But yeah, I agree. I agree. In fact, let me leave this up here. I agree with this. Women have underlying trauma. So does trauma excuse them from actually supporting their family? Right? Because GloRilla done got her nose dead. Right? She done got her NBA player boyfriend. She didn't even look the same, right? GloRilla glowed up. Shout out to her. Because she was a funny looking, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find a picture. GloRilla was a funny looking, you know what I'm saying? Animal, respectfully. All due respect. I ain't trying to knock you, Glow. You glowed up for real. Let's see, GloRilla before the fame. GloRilla before the fame. But she was, bro, she had a face only a mother could love, yo. Respectfully. Like GloRilla was just, and you know what I'm saying? I won't lie, she benefited from the teeth more than anything else. Her teeth was just, that shit was crazy, bro. All right, look, I found something. I found this, look. This was GloRilla, bro. This is GloRilla pre the fame. Just looking absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now she's famous. Now she got the bag. You got to think about how GloRilla look now. Let's GloRilla before the fame. Look at her now. Right? Look at her now, bro. Look at her now. You know what I'm saying? Way better. She look way better now, bro. You feel me? That's why people are saying you're not ugly, you just broke. They're like, you're not ugly, nigga, you just broke. If you had the bread, you know what I'm saying, you'd be all right. The money's why you know what I'm saying? The money's why you fucked up. Which, by the way, fellas, this is why you need to get your bread up, yo. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. This is why you need to get your bread up. You get your bread up, it makes all this shit way better, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you need to go, Turkey, get your hair done. You need Turkey, get your teeth done. Money. In fact, those things are kind of cheap now. You don't even got to get your money up like that. Like, you don't got to get your money too crazy for that. But it all helps. J Real says the tattoos on her are still bad on her chest. I agree, bro. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking with them tattoos. That GloRilla, the ape on her chest. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking, yo. That shit look crazy. That shit look crazy. But she does it better. She looks more. She went from like a 3 to like a 6. That's a big jump for a girl, bro. She went from a 3 to a 6. That's not a. You can't sneeze at that. That's a decent jump. I mean, she ain't changed her life like she ain't turned into no Beyonce or nothing, but to go from below average to above, like to slightly above, you gotta, or even average. I mean, maybe I'm giving her too much props. She probably went from a 3 to a 5, which still is fire. Shout out to Transcendental with a $2 on a super chat. My brother, he said, men serve other women are wired to serve themselves. Exactly, bro. How many dudes you know would have got on, and before they got their teeth fixed, their body fixed, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Maybe before even they bought themselves a chain, they would have bought their mama a house, yo. How many dudes? That's their flex. I see, and you see, and here's the funny part, right? Other dudes hold other dudes accountable and say, "Hey, bro, how you got change, you got money, but your mama's still in the hood." How many times we've seen rappers say shit like that? Oh yeah, you got Bentleys, you got Rolls Royces, you got Ferraris, but your mother's still in the hood. So we got accountability amongst men saying that shit. You need to take care of your family. Even street niggas say you gotta take care of your family. But what do women say? Oh, like right now in the beef with GloRilla and her fam, all the girls are on her side. Look, Tommy, right? She says sometimes it's the shit that family has done way before you receive your success and shit they still do to you, such as the moment right fucking here. Family don't even support your success like the strangers who helped you build it. Crazy, but it's true. I'm on Glow's side with this one because I definitely overstand. Beat it. So she got, look at that. The sisterhood is turning you even further against your family, saying, fuck your family, on your side. You know what I'm saying? As if Glow is going to really choose the audience over her fan, but maybe she might. Maybe she might, right? Maybe she might. You know? Maybe she might. Here's another girl. She said, y'all gonna fight me on this, but you don't owe people who never supported and lifted you up a thing, family or not. When women get rich, nobody eats, bro. So look, GloRilla family ain't eating. If it's true about the ASAP Rocky and Rihanna shit, ASAP Rocky ain't eating. Because if your girl a billionaire, why you not eating? Bro, I need some of that. Yeah. No ego. I need some of that. Yeah. In fact, shit, let me write up the business plan how we can really run this shit up. My girl a billionaire, bro. We're gonna have kids, and we got kids together. Bro, let me tell you the game plan I got for our sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some of you guys know I'm part-time. I got a part-time job, right? And I do because I don't want to just stay in the house and make videos all day. Shit gets cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs, right? So 10 hours a week I work as a personal trainer. And I got a new client, Asian dude, right? I got a new client, he's an Asian dude. And he was telling me how he has a special needs son. So, and he's a rich dude, by the way. He's a rich dude. And he was, I got a special needs son, and I couldn't find a good special needs school for him. So you know what he did? He built a special needs school for his son in New York City, bro. A man couldn't find a good enough special needs school for his son, so his rich ass built his son a school. And so now his son is going to his school. And he was so successful because he was saying like, yo, it's expensive because a special needs kid needs at least 2 professionals, like 2 teachers per kid. So that's 2 salaries. So he came up with a system where other kids who have special needs could come to his school. Right? And so I asked him, I'm like, so how many kids y'all got? He said, we got 50 kids now. He started this a couple of years ago. He's already up to 50 kids. And I asked him, how much does it cost to send your kid to that school? Bro, you know how much he told me? $150,000 to $200,000 a year. These are minors, bro. But if you're wealthy, you got money, right? You could afford to spend $10,000, $20,000 a month on your child. And I'm saying this because it was his idea. I'm not saying his wife didn't support him because he's a married dude too. But I'm saying this is the ingenuity of men. So whether he had the bread to start the school or not, he had the vision. And so a lot of women need to understand that you as a man, you can have the vision for your family, whether you got the bread or not. And I'm here to say I think A$AP Rocky probably got some great ideas that Rihanna could fund. But guess what? It's still the whole family. The whole family gets to eat. Right? And this is why, if the story is true, back to the Rihanna story, I know we're jumping back a little bit, but I'm going to tie this all together. If the story is true that A$AP Rocky paid all the bills for 3 years in the house, then this shows that he wants to provide for his family, even if it's at a detriment, even if he couldn't keep up with his own chick. So you need to give him access to those resources so he can run it up. He need access to that. He need that. Man. Put A$AP in charge. A$AP. You feel me? Put A$AP in charge. A$AP. Because why the fuck not, bro? Why the fuck not? You feel me? Why the fuck not? Jumbi Moko says, what he seen, Shay? What he seen there? What you seen there, boy? We from Trinidad. We got Trinidad in the building. Where you from, my boy? What you seen? All right. So more of this, I think there's more clips here. So, all right. So in the whole GloRilla thing, so this is the big, as far as this week, right? Because I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm trying to do these live streams. I'm covering like just a week of what's been going on and dating and women and wealth and success. GloRilla, she posted a clip from a fan and it says, "Thank you very, very much. Really didn't want to ask because you already do so much for us. Thank you. I thank you so very, very much for all that you do. I don't take it for granted at all. I really do love and appreciate you so much. God bless you for honor, respect, kindness." Actually, it's funny because I think GloRilla tried to post this to prove that she do for her family. But you know what it came off to me? What this is? This came off to me as someone wanted to ask her for some money, so they're sweetening her up for it first. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like they wanted to ask her for some money, so they're sweetening her up first before they ask for it. That's what I don't know. You guys read? That's what I'm reading. She tried to post this, and to me, this screenshot, it suggests that that someone they're about to ask her for some bread. Yo, it's funny. A dude wrote, William Sewell, he said, "If I send this, just know I can't help you, yo." So GloRilla is gonna be the meme for I don't got it. Like, you see what I'm saying? They're using women as the meme for I don't got it, right? I got the money in the family, but I don't got it for you. Don't ask for it. I don't got it. Jumbi Moko says, "I'm from Trinidad." Yeah, bro. So what part? My family's in Port of Spain. Shout out to Port of Spain, Gonzales. That's where I'm from. Shout out to bro. We got Trinidad. We got Indiana, Indianapolis. We got a few places in here tonight, yo. Damn. Shit. If I would have known, you know what I'm saying? I would have started doing live streams sooner. All right, we popping in here. We got Jersey, Indianapolis, we got Trinidad, we got Boston. All right, yeah. Shout out to that. We got a few spots up in here, guys. If you just entered the live stream, please like the video, hype it up. We gotta tell people to hype shit up nowadays too, because that helps the video go out there further. Hype it up, and yeah. If you support the channel, share this with somebody that's gonna enjoy this conversation, because let me know if I'm right. When we get rich, nobody eats. Nobody eats. My boy says he's from San Fernando. Okay, from the country. Shout out to San Fernando. I've been to San Fernando. I've been all over. I'm supposed to go to Trinidad this year too. Shout out to Trinidad. If I come out there, I'm gonna definitely throw some parties, yo. For real, for real. So I get the invite popping. Y'all stay tuned for that. Anyway,
I got all these groupies stupid on this own.
So I want to play this other clip I got from GloRilla's sister, who, bro, she favors her hard, right? Like them jeans, whoever got the jeans I gave that GloRilla face, them jeans is hard in that family, bro. That shit is hard. So we're gonna play this clip and we're gonna react to it too.
Facebook, she not obligated. She not obligated. What she obligated to do? She motherfucking friend. Y'all got me. Then, bro, they acting like, then they coming like a mother.
So you see what she's saying, bro. You know, this is a girl who's disgruntled because she's like, we are broke together. We grew up together, same mother, same father. You blew up and forgot about us. Women will blow up, forget about their family, and they're trying to create a new family. Celebs are the new family, right? They're going to associate with all the people on the level they always wanted to be on and forget their roots, forget where they came from. And a lot of people like that. There's men like that too. I'm not saying only women are like that. There's men like that too. But think of it like this, right? If you get on as a man, they normally are bigging up their hood, bigging up where they came from. Look at Jay. Jay still got Tata. He still got his man's from Marcy. You feel me? Drake got some of his homies from back in the 6. You feel me? Kanye, when he first got on, he was around a lot of people that he came up with, right? He had Really Doe. He had Consequence. He had a lot of dudes he came up with. Whoever else, you know, some other cats I can't think of. You know what I'm saying? But it's common for men. Look at 50 and Yayo. So when men get on, they always put their homies on. And sometimes we do that shit to a fault, right? You put your homies on. And look at the 50 Cent in game shit. 50 Cent trying to put on a nigga that wasn't from his hood, a West Coast dude. Look how that turned out. So you can't forget where you from, bro. You can't forget where you're from. If you forget where you're from, you can pay a heavy price. Because they say the same asses you kick on your way up is the same asses you're going to have to kiss on the way down. And this industry, they'll smile in your face, act like they love you and support you, but deep down inside, they're just using you. You're just another person with clout that they could utilize. They just you never think for 1 second this industry gives a fuck about you. Not your job, not no award show, not your record label. The only people who gonna really give a fuck about you when you up or when you down is your family, bro. Because the dynamic of a family is when it's time to bury your ass, they're the ones responsible for putting you in the ground. They're the ones responsible for organizing all that shit. So when you forget them, you forget a huge part of who you forgetting yourself, really. You know, because again, a lot of them are they're gonna be who people look to when at your demise. when shit is over. You feel me? Now, Clarissa Shields, she jumped in on this whole GloRilla shit. Should have GloRilla support a family? Clarissa Shields has some things to say. I thought this was pretty interesting. Clarissa Shields, she said, just because we family and we had it hard together don't mean I owe you because I made it. I'm going to ask you guys a question. When you make it, do you owe your family something? When you make it out of the struggle as a man, because clearly I guess women don't owe nobody shit, but when you make it out of the struggle as a man, do you owe your family something? Are you going to have your family stinking, right? One thing if your family's living good already, but if your family fucked up, if your mom's still working at FedEx, do you owe your family something? Because in my mind, not only does it benefit you to take care of your family, and family could snake you. I'm not saying they can't. But do you owe them something because you're the one that God blessed to make it? You got to look at it like that too. God blessed you to make it. So if he blessed you, do you owe somebody something for him blessing you? Jumby Moko says, yo, Shape, do you find Clarissa Shields should have had a baby? Her man is still married. Her man is still married. He might be separated, but I think he's still legally married, which, by the way, I don't know what's taking them so long. They should knock that shit out, but she dated a married man technically, so that's, it's kind of crazy that what they doing, respectfully. So should she have a baby with a married man? You let me know she should have a baby with a married man. I don't, I believe in Jesus. Transcendental says men don't think like that. We don't. No, we don't think that I don't owe you shit. Like Clarissa Shields saying. Yo, this is a perfect, Transcendental, bro. This is a perfect example of what I'm fucking talking about. Look what he says. He says, when I dream, I'm often thinking about changing lives and helping others. Me too, bro. Word. See, this is why as men, the only thing we really need from the world is appreciation. That's all we want is appreciation. We don't want to do for nobody that's not going to appreciate what we did, the sacrifices we made. But if we were appreciated, we'll fucking do it. We'll gladly do it. We'll happily do it. Homies do this shit all the time. Niggas do this shit with their homies all the time. You know how many niggas I got? How many homies I got? They love doing something for their bros, right? Looking out, defending niggas, you know what I'm saying? Squabbling up, shooting fades for your boys. It's been like that my whole life. When you had homies, your homies would love going out their way to show you they got you. They rock with you. If you go to the bar and you broke, you got no money, your homies are proud to buy you a drink. It was tough growing up because I had so many homies that would look out every time it was birthdays or holidays. Niggas had to come up with mad money taking care of all the homies who looked out for you, right? So I remember I would go out. I had some homies, they would buy bottles when I had no money. They buying bottles and shit. So when their birthday come up, shit, I buy them a bottle for their birthday. You feel me? Like it got expensive because like you so many people looked out. And I know as a man, I understand what it feels like to do something for somebody and have it appreciated. So again, we reciprocate that. So a lot of dudes, when they get on, look at Fetty Wap. When he got on, he wanted to take care of his whole hood, all his homies and shit. This is what we do as men. When we get rich, everybody eats, bro. But when women get rich, nobody eats. Everybody's starving. Everybody dirty. That's a sad reality, bro. And you know what? I think a lot of people got to talk about this because this is one of those weird things that like gets swept under the rug that no one even mentions, yo. That's why, to me, money is worth more for men than it is women. What is money worth for women other than selfish gain, right? When men, money can do so much for men, right? It can improve our sexual access. You get more bitches because you got money as a man. You ain't gonna get more niggas because you got money as a girl, right? You can help more people. You can put a lot more people in position as a man. So money is way more valuable to men than it is to women. So if you got a girl and your girl got more money than you, if she wants you to lead, the idea is not for you to pay all the bills. The idea is for you to handle the finances. That's how I view it. You know? If I'm the man and you want me to lead, you know what I'm saying? You got to let me handle the finances. Feel me? Because remember, women think with their emotions. So a woman would do something. She's not trying to do what's right. She wants to do what feels right. That's what women are thinking about. What feels good in this moment? They're not thinking about the team. I'm saying they're not thinking about the team. So it's something to think about. Look, I don't begrudge women. I get it. I get female nature is selfish. Women are trying to survive. They're like children. Children are selfish. Children are not thinking about taking care of anybody. They're thinking about their own survival. I get it. They're not worried about who's getting fed. They're worried about them getting fed. I get it. That's why, as men, we were natural born leaders. We're designed to go first. We're designed to lead the pack because we're going to think about everybody else. We could be selfless. A man will sacrifice his happiness, his energy for his family. A woman will sacrifice her family for her own happiness, for her own energy, right? A woman was like, oh, I'm too tired. I don't want to work. My feet hurt. My body hurt. Right? As a man, I don't mind working 60 hours a week so my family can eat. 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week so my family can eat. Women, forget about it. What? If a woman going to work 2-3 jobs so her family can eat, trust and believe she's doing that not because she want her family to eat, but because she want to show everybody she don't need nobody. She want to show everybody. A lot of times when women do certain things that look altruistic or selfish or selfless or whatever, oftentimes what they're really doing is showing everybody that, look, I told you I could do it. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less for their own self-aggrandizement. You feel me? It's to make themselves look good. It's to feed their own ego. Anyway, I'm going to switch up pace a little bit. I found this other clip. Okay. Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer said she never wants to live with her partner. Right? Think about this, right? Keke Palmer is rich. She's frugal. But she don't want to live with a partner, meaning that her partner got to find a way to pay the bills all by themselves. So look, you don't even got economy of scale if you're dating Keke Palmer. She don't want you under the same roof as her. So now y'all got to pay for 2 Wi-Fis and internet, right? You got to pay 2 mortgages or 2 rents, right? You got to pay 2 utility bills, right? If you live in an apartment that has like amenities, you got to pay 2 amenity fees. Like you got to pay double everything because she don't want to live with her partner. That's what she says, right? So I'm going to play this clip because I think it's very telling. And I think this is the direction where a lot of women are heading. that direction is it's all about self. That they won't allow even the smallest inconvenience from somebody else. They won't allow it at all. Oh, absolutely not. Oh no. Oh, absolutely not. I will not be inconvenienced slightly. My happiness is the primary thing, right? Purpose, no. Men, we think about purpose, right? Our purpose is the primary thing. Women, themselves is the primary thing. You know what I'm saying? Jumpy Mocha said, "This is my first live I caught. Glad I did. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to do these weeklies on Saturdays. I think Saturday's a great day to do this. Do a weekly recap on Saturday for the week. So I'm glad you caught it too, yo. If you guys on the live, please like the live stream. We out here, bro. Like the live stream, we out here. Presidential says, great point. I believe most of what they do is for show. That's what I'm saying. They're not even doing it because they genuinely care about people. They're doing it because, hey, look, I want to show y'all I don't need a man. I don't need a man. So it's not even a single mom will work 2-3 jobs to prove she don't need a man. Dumb as hell, because in my personal opinion, if she just got a man, she wouldn't have to work as hard. And she would look, if you had to look at like being validated by the public, to me, you get more validation when you got a man in the house. Yeah, a lot of women are trying to prove they don't need a man. But if you really want to get that approval from the world, the world's more impressed by a woman that got a nigga. If you want to impress us, get married, submit to your man, have the man lead. That's what I'm impressed by. But again, they want to prove that women made it. Women are coming up, and they want to push the sisterhood and the feminist agenda. So that's the bullshit they're on. You feel me? Anyway, let's play this clip from Keke Palmer, and we're gonna talk about it.
I could be open, but one thing I need you to know is that I never want to live together.
You're so take it personally.
I like my alone time.
But is that real?
That's real.
Oh wait, are you speaking as Keke?
Yeah, I'm speaking as Keke.
So you guys don't hear it? You guys don't hear it? I don't hear it? Damn, I've been playing it down. What the fuck? All right, let me try that again. Y'all hear it? Tell me if y'all hear it now.
No, I mean, I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house.
Yeah. Wait.
Y'all hear that? Okay, my bad. All right, so we technical difficulties. Get this shit right. Let's bring this shit back on screen. And we're gonna play it from the top. We're gonna run it from the top again, so you guys can hear it.
I could be open, but one thing I need you to know is that I never want to live together.
You're so take it personally.
I like my alone time.
But is that real?
That's real.
Oh wait, are you speaking as Keke?
Yeah, I'm speaking as Keke.
No. the
Okay, girl. I mean, I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house.
Yeah. Wait. Time out. You're for real? Right?
I'm serious. Marry even.
So
You
you're
don't
married?
He's gonna live around the corner? Around the corner would be great.
What about the guest house? Would you let him live in the guest house?
We can be in the guest house. You know what I'm saying? We can be on the same, land, but I'm over there and he's over there.
Yeah.
At best, separate rooms.
Okay.
So what about, you go to the bathroom, you have the two toothbrushes.
No, so he can mess my bathroom.
Is that your hot take? So if that's your hot take.
That's one of them.
And that's a hot
can't close my
hot take.
But think about how fun it would be to be like, I'm going over to my man's house.
Yeah.
Over there.
You know what? It keeps things right.
It's fun and exciting. I want to go sleep on his couch.
And he better clean when you're coming over.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? I will say I'm laughing about it, but there are probably people watching right now who agree with you.
Come on.
Many
it
people.
just helps to keep. I feel like sometimes you can be just too up under.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Space.
I love it. Yes, I do.
I'm not up to the two toothbrushes, and she's like, no.
Yeah, that's like the grossest.
I could be open, but one thing I need you to know is that I never want to live together.
You're so
Take it personally.
She never wants to live together. Guys, I was taking notes on this because the shit that she's saying, she says, Whoopi Goldberg says, remember that line Whoopi Goldberg says, I don't want no man in my house. I don't want nobody in my house. Why in the world are women looking up to Whoopi Goldberg? Who the fuck wants Whoopi Goldberg, respectfully? I like Sister Act and I like Whoopi Goldberg's movies, but I ain't never even romantically thought about Whoopi Goldberg. I would never thought to myself, hey, I want a wife like Whoopi Goldberg. The fuck are women trying to listen to what she got to say as advice? But this is the problem. I'm saying women look to the most undesirable women for life advice. Why? And then she goes on to say, wouldn't it be exciting to say I'm going to my man's house? So you could be a wife and you want to flex that you're going to your man's house? What? How does that make sense? If you're a wife, how is the flex that you're going to your man's house? Wouldn't it be the flex that my man's in the house? I live in my man's house. Wouldn't that be the flex? I'm telling you, bro, when women get rich, nobody eats. I probably got to correct this. You know who eats? The government, the cable company. You feel me? The real estate industry, right? The grocery stores. Everybody but the family eats when women get rich. When women get rich, the family loses more money because the money leaves the family and goes out to everybody else. That dollar doesn't circle first. It leaves the community fast as hell. Right? That's what happens when women get rich, bro. Look, I'm not against women making money, but we got to understand the psychology of women who make money. It's self-preservation times 10. They're like a scared man with money. They got a tightwad on that shit. GloRilla don't want to go back to being the GloRilla we just seen. Fuck no, she don't want to go back to that. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women, they're scared to go back to what they were. You feel me? They don't want to go back to that. Hell no. And Keke's a fine ass woman, like, bro. But fine women take advice from undesirable women. So you know what happens? They become undesirable women too. Why would Keke in her right mind move like an undesirable woman? Why? I don't even get that shit. I don't get that shit. Fuck what she thinking. Feel me? What was she thinking, yo? I want to play the clip more. I want you guys to listen. Tell me what you hear. Tell me what you hear from the clip. Let's talk about it. I need you guys' take on this. What do you hear in the clip? Because I'm hearing stuff. I'm writing shit down. Tell me what y'all hear. What y'all hear?
Time.
But is that real?
That's real.
Oh, wait, are you speaking as Keke?
I'm speaking as Keke.
Not the.
Okay, girl. No, I mean, I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house.
Yeah.
Wait,
And I feel that.
Time out. You're for real, right?
I'm too serious. Marry even.
So you're gonna live around the corner?
Around the corner would be great.
What about the guest house? Would you let him live in the guest
Yes,
house?
we can be in the guest house. You know what I'm saying? We can be on the same, land, but I'm over there and he's over there.
Yeah.
At best, separate rooms.
Okay.
So what about, you go to the bathroom, you have the 2 toothbrushes?
No, so he can mess my bathroom.
Is that your hot take? So if that's your hot take.
That's one of them.
And that's a hot take.
But think about how fun it would be to be like, I'm going over to my man's house.
Yeah.
Over there.
It keeps things
That's
right.
it's fun and exciting. I want to go sleep on his couch.
And he better clean when you're coming over.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? I will say I'm laughing about it, but there are probably people watching right now who agree with you.
Come on.
Many
it just
people.
helps to keep. I feel like sometimes you can be just too up under.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Space.
I love it.
She needs some space from her husband, bro. This is where society's going, bro. Women want men, but they want space from men because men give them the ick. Their own husband give them the ick. Oh, I need space. My husband all on top of That's what they're thinking. They don't want their husband all over them. How are these women desirable as wives if they don't even want to live in that same house as you? In the Bible, it says it's better to live on a corner of a roof than in a wide house with a woman. It says it in the Bible. It's better to live on a corner of a roof than in a wide home with a woman. And now you see why. With a wicked woman. Now you see why. Presidential says older women are of no help to young women. Men help youngsters avoid their mistakes. As a vet, what's your main source of protein? Oh, as a vegan, bro, I'm glad you. Okay, look, I'm glad you asked. I did see that comment prior. My bad. I was trying to get to. I wanted to stay on topic, but because you're donating, I gotta answer your question. First of all, the insight you gave is true. Men, us older men love helping younger men and tell them the truth. They want men to avoid the mistakes. I agree with you. Older women want younger women to make the exact same mistakes so they're not by themselves. That's how selfish women are. They want you to make the same mistakes so you lose value and you fuck up your life the same way they did. That's the first thing. As a vegan, I'm going to tell you this. I don't prioritize protein. I know people say, oh, what? Protein? I don't want to get into it too much, but I prioritize eating carbs. I try to eat full carb, like complex carbs. I don't eat like simple carbs, like table sugar and shit like that. So I focus on starch, rice, beans, couscous, millet, oatmeal. So I eat a lot of rice. I eat a lot of beans. I guess the thing that has a lot of protein in my diet, I guess you could say, is beans. But other than that, I don't even really think about protein. I think protein is a myth, but I don't even want to get into that. That's beyond the subject of today. And I know people are going to argue with me that back and forth in the comment section. If you want to know more, hit me up on the gram. I can tell you more about it on the gram. But yeah, I prioritize starch, my boy. Appreciate you. Thanks for the $5, y'all. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, like the video. How many likes we got right now? How many likes we got? Okay, we got 28 likes. All right, bro. We have way more than 30 people here, bro. Please like the video, bro. Share this live stream with somebody that could benefit from this, because this is true, bro. Who eating when women get rich? Who eating, right? Builders, developers, right? The town is eating more because now you gotta pay property tax twice, right? You got 2 homes because and the only reason why you gotta pay all that extra shit is because in a woman's mind, oh, I like the idea of going to my man's house. Because she likes the idea we gotta pay all this extra money because she likes the idea. You see how dumb that shit is? Because you like the idea of it. Because it feels good. We got to pay all this extra money now. It don't make sense, bro. Being a family is supposed to make you more powerful, more frugal. Look at the Indians. The Indians come to this country and they'll live together. They'll have 3 generations in the same house, right? they'll have their parents, themselves, and their kids in the same home as 3 generations, and they'll save money. But I don't even want to go into black women. I'm about to go let black women. I don't even want to make it about black women because I don't think it's just about black women. I think black women are largely followers of what other women are doing. But let women get money, and they want those 3 generations to live apart. They gotta put their parents in a nursing home, right? They're gonna put their kids in daycares. Everything is gonna be segregated, and so they get to live their best life and be at home and relax and do nothing. A lot of women imagine a life where they do nothing, and that's their life. They do nothing but have everything. That's the fantasy for most women. They get to travel and shop. Shopping is their hobby. Yeah. Jumbie Moko was like, Shay was about to go too dark. Yeah, bro. And I'm trying to get out of that shit, bro, because I'm trying to be more broader with what I'm saying because there's bigger fish to fry, right? I don't want to go down the whole black women, black men hate and this and that nonsense because I'm gonna keep it real to you. A lot of these women think identical, right? And we got issues in the black community. I agree, but a lot of this shit is not exclusive to us. It might be more pronounced with us because we live in an environment that's a complete matriarchy, and that just got which has nothing to do with being black. It has to do with everything with being the fact that if you put women in power, it'll be chaos. So I think it's the issue more in the black community is that it's ran by women more than anything else, right? I don't want to. I think any community ran by women is going to deteriorate as well, and so. We're just an example of that. A lot of people try to say, oh, it's the crime and it's this and that, it's poverty. Yeah, that might have a part to do with it, but also if the leadership is women, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell to pay. But Keke, like I said, as attractive as she is, she's a beautiful woman. Let's keep it real. If you had Keke in your bed, you got a fine piece of ass in your bed, right? But she's the kind of person who, because of her self-interest, she's going to make sure that your money doesn't spread out further and goes further. It doesn't go as far now. Because again, where you're supposed to be uniting your resources in a Keke-led household, you're going to be dividing it. So again, when women get rich, nobody eats. Because the cost of everything goes up. It doesn't go down. If she put her family on, right? And we're talking about GloRilla. If GloRilla puts her family on, it brings more wealth to the family. Look at what was so interesting about the Kardashians, right? This is where you got to give the Kardashians some credit. They put the whole family on. And the brother. Now, granted, the Kardashians only put one dude on, which was the brother, right? And then I guess you can say the other dude, Kourtney's first husband or whatever, he got put on too. And there's a couple other dudes that ate off of it. But ultimately, what was dope about the Kardashians was they put their whole family on. You don't really see that. You don't really see that. That's not a common thing. And let's be real. They put their family over everything. Let's be real. That's kind of the benefit of it. Their family, they're family oriented. And they tried to replicate the Kardashians a million times after them. They were never successful. Right? They were trying to find who's going to be the next Kardashians. And I remember India Love. They tried to get India Love family to do. What the fuck is it? What's India's last name, bro? They tried India Love and shit. What's India's last name? India Love family. I remember they tried to, she had a family, so that shit. It didn't go. Oh, the Brooks, the Westbrooks. Remember that shit? They had one season. The shit, they could never get that shit off the ground. They had one season, bro. The Westbrooks. So to this day, and this season came out when? 2000, it came out 10 years ago, and to this day, we still don't know who the fuck her family is. We don't got no clue. The Westbrook introduces viewers to 5 sisters, 5 of them. Yo, somebody name all 5 of India Love sisters, or 4 of them. Remember they had things where they would say like, yo, y'all can name all the Kardashians, but y'all can't name like the governors of like 3 states. Or y'all can't name the senators of your states, but you can name all the Kardashians. India Love, her family had a show 10 years ago. And to this day, bro, we still don't know. Bro, we still don't know her family's name, bro. Look what it says. The Westbrook introduces viewers to 5 sisters who are following in the footsteps of reality TV kingpins, the Kardashians. They followed in their footsteps and they failed fucking miserably, yo. Jumpy Mocha says we have that crab in the barrel amongst us as blacks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and why we have that? Because we're led by women, we're ran by women, bro. It's not. I'm trying to tell you, the black community is the way it is because when women took over, everything went downhill. When we just got out of slavery, and I'm gonna talk about it just a little bit because I don't want to touch it too much. When black people were just getting out of slavery, guess who was running the household? Men. Even right out of slavery, and guess what happened? Black people they were married at a higher rate. They had the lowest rate of unemployment, right? We had good safe communities. When black men were running the black household, even out of a time like slavery, black people were thriving, bro. Thriving. So I don't want to get too much into that, but yes, I agree with you, my brother. It's crabbing about, but it's not because everyone keeps saying it's because we're black. It's not because we're black. It's because we're ran by women. A lot of black men are ran by women, bro. And that's the real major issue. But again, I'm trying to say is that when women get rich, nobody eats. So look, India Love, famous, right? She got popping. You know, I first heard about her. She was messing with Game or some shit, right? India Love and Game. India Love and Game. The Game. Yeah. We remember her from this. Remember that? They were doing something strange in a park. I guess I can't. I gotta log in. I ain't trying to log in. But you can see there, she's sniffing his fingers. Why is she sniffing his fingers, yo? She's sniffing his fingers because he was doing something with his fingers, yo. And I don't know if this was like a publicity stunt to get her popping, but she literally got a career after like, because what's the look. Hands, look where his hands is at. And then look what he did. That's how she got on, y'all. Respect her. I ain't knocking her. I mean, you know, that more power to her. You know, if you make it, you make it. I mean, it is what it is. But she could have turned that and finagled that into a career for her family, is the point I'm trying to say. Again, when women get rich, nobody eats. It's a rarity when they do, bro. It's a rarity when they do. It's not common. It's an exception. Kardashians are the exception. Most women don't put their family on. They don't. Most women don't put their family on, bro. And maybe they would like to. I don't know, but I don't think I don't think they want to that bad because we don't have many examples of it. So you know, but you can name countless amount of people. You know, they get on with their father all the time. I'm sorry. Like when I think about boxing is a sport of fathers and sons, right? There's a lot of father-son duos in boxing. A lot of father-son duos in boxing. All right. I had something else. I think I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you guys seen this shit. Oh damn! Did I like? Did I? Let me go back to the Instagram. I had some of these topics on my Instagram. Um. Uh. Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez ended up sending GloRilla's sister some money. I don't know if you guys seen that. Mufasa said, "Shape is looking sharp. Appreciate you, my boy." Yeah, I can clean up, bro. Yeah, y'all think I could just wear baseball caps. I could wear suits too. Damn, bro. I've been fucking I've been taking cough drops, drinking water. What going on, bro? I ain't never ate so many cough drops in my life and still got a cough. And I'm not even sick, bro. This is what's weird. I'm coughing, no phlegm and shit. Got these fucking halls, y'all. I'm like, shout out to halls, and they're not doing their fucking job. There's another topic I wanted to cover, y'all. Y'all see the Blueface and Annalie Chopper shit? Y'all see the Blueface and Annalie Chopper shit? That was some weird shit. We're gonna go a little. Oh, I know y'all heard about the Lil Jon shit. Excuse me. Jumpy Mocha says, Shay wearing that funeral shirt because he be killing them. Yo, shout out to you. Appreciate you, my boys. See? Fuck with y'all, yo. Fuck with y'all. Y'all heard about that Lil Jon shit, bro? We're gonna divert a little bit because I'm going over the time. It's already an hour and a half in. Probably rock out for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Guys, make sure you like the video, share the video with people who you think would like this shit. Follow me on Twitch. I'm getting popping on Twitch at Call Me Shape on Twitch. Hit me up on Twitch. All right. Prayers up. Little John's son was reported missing. Right? Another one in the news out of today. And it's kind of a sad story. We don't got all the details about it, but he was missing. According to the Milton Police Department, Lil Jon's son, DJ Young Slade, has been reported missing in Milton, Georgia. Authorities say he was last seen on February 3rd at 6 a.m. They believe the 27-year-old ran out of his home on foot and he was not holding any personal items. Let's all pray for his safe return. Tragic. So I don't know what's going on with him at that time, but we did find out that he unfortunately passed away. Right, so that's some sad shit right there. Mufasa says T.I. versus 50 is a whole drama too. Yeah, I want to see them do their verses. 50, bro. 50 is a weird nigga to beef with, yo. Because he be going on niggas' head top. T.I. had them snitching allegations. I don't know if he did or not. Well, apparently snitched on a dead man. I guess that's not snitching, so that's that, but that's yeah, as far as for what I heard, that's what it is. 3156 for life says, "What's up? Love the content. Don't stop telling the truth." Appreciate you, my boy. That's a goal. That's a goal. It's funny because nowadays the truth is so hard to find online. There's all these fake content creators, bro. There's so many in the manosphere. So many losers, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because real players don't get online and make content. I keep trying to tell people this. Content creation for the most part is for geeks. Very few real players get online. And part of me, I'm a geek too, yo. I won't lie. Part of me got some geek shit. My dad was a nerd. And so from him, I was into like learning and studying and shit. So, that's kind of that. Jummy Mocha says, Shape, you under the weather, take care of that, bro. Bro, yeah, I mean, ever since I got back from Italy, I ate some dumb shit, bro. I ate some shit I should have never ate. And it gave me the cough, but I'm fine though, bro. Like the cough don't even hurt. I got weird shit that my cough reflex is just on 10 right now. So I don't even know what the fuck is up with it. Well, I want to talk about this too, the Halle Berry shit. Y'all seen the Halle Berry shit? Let's go over this Halle Berry shit. Because I thought this is pretty interesting, y'all. Let me get some audio for this.
No! Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
No.
No, he's
Yay.
great. We love him.
He's great. Well, there's some confusion that he asked to marry me, and I said no. No.
Oh my God. But that is not.
No, that's not the case. I did not say no. We just don't have a date. But of course I said yes, I would marry.
All right, go.
So remember a few months ago, I believe she said no at first. I believe Halle Berry once said no to her, right? That wasn't that the story. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up. I remember there was something that came out that said that she did say no. There's a bunch of content about it. She once said no, and now she's saying yes, and now she said there was some confusion. Why did she bring up there was some confusion? Where was the confusion? Oh look, look right here. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know Lipstick Alley. I found out about this website recently. This is a girls only vlog, right? Girls only what they call these shits? Oh my god. What the fuck do they call thread? No, what's the name of this shit? Like, bro, what's the name of these type of websites, y'all? I can't even think of the name of this shit right now. But it's like a Reddit. But it's their own website like this. I guess I don't know. Anyway. What it says is Van Hunter already proposed to Halle Berry. How she responded, maybe you can encourage her. Hunt joked to today.com. Maybe you can encourage her. Hunt joked to today.com. Van Hunt knows fans want him to propose to longtime girlfriend Halle Berry, but it turns out he already has. The couple told today.com in an interview after their June 4th joint appearance on Today with Jenna and Friends that Hunt already proposed, popped the question to Berry. So I put out the proposal and it's still on hold, as you can see. This is what I remember. This is the part that I remember, that she made it seem like she always said yes to that nigga. No, you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. The 55-year-old musician said, as Halle Berry laughed, it's just out there floating. Maybe you can encourage her. As for why Halle Berry hasn't said yes to Hunt's proposal, the Oscar winner said it's simple. Well, I've been married 3 times. Van been married once, and so no, we don't feel like we have to get married to validate our love in any way. We don't. So yeah, bitch, you said no before. I don't know. Like, this is the shit. This is the problem with women, bro. They double talk like all hell. You said no to this nigga almost a year ago, and now you're trying to say there was some confusion. There was no fucking confusion. You said no. I remember when you said no. There was no fucking confusion. You said no. You were married 3 times. And did you forget about your Today article? Did you forget that you did? This is the shit that people don't understand. The internet never forgets. Okay? The internet never forgets. You said no to him, and I don't know if, like, it's cold as hell this winter, so now you want to say yes. But she said, I think we will get married just because out of the people I've been married to, this is the person I should have married, Barry added, and I feel like we should get married, but it's not because we feel like we have to. Yo, run, Van Hunt, run. This is an example of a matriarchy all over again. She is running the relationship again, bro. This is a female-led running the relationship. I'm going to play the video again because it pretty much suggests what it says, like I was saying before, where she said no, and now I guess she feels like she has to. It's like a pity yes. She's saying yes out of pity. What? Like she pitied the nigga or some shit?
There's some confusion. It's going around that my guy, Van Hunt, I've been dating him now for almost 6 years.
Yeah. That my guy, Van Hunt. There's been some confusion now that my guy, Van Hunt, not my man. Women don't call niggas their guy. That's a fucking red flag, bro. My guy, Van. Bro, I say my guy. It's my guy right there. That shit sounds so plutonic. You know that nigga's eating pussy left and right, bro. You know he's bunching box left and right.
There's he's great. He is great, right?
Yeah.
There's no.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
No.
No, he's great. We love him.
He's great. Well, there's some confusion that he asked to marry me, and I said no. No.
Stop. Oh my God. But that is not.
No, that's not the case. I did not say no.
I did not say no. Bitch, you lied. We got this. We got the receipts. Fuck you talking about? Well, I've been married 3 times. Van has been married once. And so, no. We don't feel like we have to get married. We don't feel like, bitch, or you don't feel like. He proposed to you. What do you mean we don't feel like? He proposed to you. Bro, this is a red flag. This is why you got to run. We don't. Yeah. Yeah. When women get rich, nobody eats, bro. This dude cannot eat. He cannot shit. He cannot think unless he gets Halle Berry's approval, yo. Hey, that wrinkle as Kunani is played out, bro. I'm sorry, at the Monster Ball, and I just realized how boring her areolas were. I'm like, oh my God. I won't lie, I thought Halle Berry's her body naked would have been crazy. But when I see them areolas was boring as hell, I'm like, what? I don't suck on better areolas than that. Fuck. Respectfully. You said no. But you act like you didn't say no. You said no.
We just don't have a date. But of course I said yes, I would marry.
All right, good. You guys are great couple. Security, please have that guy taking out. Thank you so much. Bye. No, I'm so happy for you. You guys are a great couple. Congratulations.
Thank you. He did put a little ring on it.
Ooh, my lord. That's what I'm talking about.
Is that a black diamond or some shit? Is that a black diamond? So again, like the reason why this is so interesting because Halle Berry, I believe she married a white man at first. I think her kids are half white, right? Halle Berry's first husband. Halle Berry, first husband. What about that dude who said that? Did he marry her? I don't know if he married her. Oh yeah, David Justice. He did marry her, and and remember what David Justice said about Halle Berry. Oh, we gonna see. Look, this is what I'm saying. These girls, the internet is forever. The internet is forever. Wait, hold on. Actually, I can probably find it here. What did David Justice say? So Halle Berry's first husband was former Major League Baseball player David Justice. They married on January 1st, 1993 after meeting in 1992, but separated in 1996. They had never even had kids. I don't think they even had kids.
Don't really seem like motherly. She don't.
He said she don't really seem motherly. Take a look at this, bro. See, y'all be thinking we forgot. Y'all think we forgot.
Cook, don't clean. Don't really seem like motherly.
Go ahead, keep going.
I don't want to keep going because then I might get in trouble.
I have zero blanks to give anymore.
Halle Berry firing back at her ex-husband, David Justice, after he spilled the tea on their split. It happened on the All the Smoke podcast last week. The former Atlanta Braves star revealing their marriage ended because Halle didn't fit his idea of a homemaker.
My knowledge and my understanding, my wisdom around relationships just wasn't vast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
You know, and I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, you know, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with?
Well, Halle must have seen the news because on Thursday, her birthday, the 59-year-old fired back with these sexy photos from a trip with her man, Van Hunt.
So Van Hunt, she used Van Hunt to stunt on her ex-husband, bro. It wasn't even genuine. And she probably still trying to stunt on him now. Respectfully, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know these people, and I don't even really like celebrity gossip. And it's not even about them; it's about female nature. If I talk about a celebrity, and I know, because look, now that my numbers are going up, I'm getting more clout. I gotta watch what I say, because people they'll run back to this shit and say, "Oh, you hate on this." So if I run into some of these people, because when I was in Miami or if I'm in Milan, I might start running into these. I'm just keeping it real, you know. So I want to let y'all know I don't give a fuck about these celebrities. It's not about them. The story to me is indicative of human psychology. Halle Berry's first husband, he wanted a traditional wife. He said there's nothing about her that's like a traditional wife. If the first dude she was married to said that she's not a traditional wife, why the fuck would this dude, Van Hunt, propose to her? And on top of that, got denied. He denied her ass, bro. She denied him. She denied him, bro. She did all this to stunt on him. Like, bro, look what he said, bro. You see, I'm gonna let this shit talk for itself. I don't gotta say nothing.
His idea of a homemaker.
My knowledge and my understanding, my wisdom around relationships just wasn't vast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
You know, and I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, you know, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with?
Well, Halle must have seen the news because on Thursday, her birthday, the 59-year-old fired back with these sexy photos from a trip with her man, Van Hunt. And
this was 5 months ago. And I guess Halle Berry's 60 years old now. She was 59 back then. She might be 60. I'm going to give her credit. She's still bad. I won't lie. For a 6-year-old woman. And I didn't know she was that old. My dad is 66. Damn, she old as hell. She close to my dad's age. She's in her 60s. Hey, bro, what kind of, bro, whoa. So 20 years ago, she was in her 40s? Halle Berry was in her 40s by the early 2000s. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Halle Berry? I didn't know she was that old, yo. Yeah, 56. Damn. No, 66. Yeah, my dad was born in 59. She's born in 66. Jesus Christ. Damn, bro. She became Miss Ohio in 1986 when she was 20 years old. Runner up in Miss USA in 1986, placing 6th in Miss World. She played 6th in Miss World. She did Boomerang in 92 when she was 26. The Flintstones in 94 when she was 28. And Bullworth when she was 32. I remember the Dory Dandridge film. She did Dory Dandridge in 99 when she's 31. Sam, so by early 2000s, she was in her 30s already, yo. Oh, so she, oh yeah, I remember when she was married to Eric Benet. That's what I remembered it. You know, because she got 2 kids. I guess all her kids, does she have any kids with, who does she have her kids? Does she have any kids with? Is her kids by Oliver Martinez, his white dude? No, he got 1 child, so he maybe got 1 kid with Halle Berry. Yeah, so he got 1. I guess so. So she got 2 baby daddies. She's in her 60s with 2 baby daddies. Eric Benet got 3 kids. He got 3. His oldest daughter, 91. He married and Jerry early. They had separated. No, maybe she don't got no kids with. I don't know. I don't. Does she got any kids with Eric Benet? Who's her children by? Barry dated dentist John Ronan in 89 to 91. Ronan sued Barry for $80,000 in what he claimed were unpaid loans to help her launch her career. Damn. Barry contended that the money was a and the judge dismissed the case because Ronan did not list Barry as a debtor when he filed for bankruptcy. Oh. Barry married her second husband, singer-songwriter Eric Benet, on January 24, 2001, following a 2-year courtship. He courted her for 2 years. Why? Fuck would he do that? 2-year courtship? Is he fucking nuts? If she was born 66, she was 30. She was 35 when she got married to him, and damn, they're 40 when they separated. So she got a daughter by Gabriel Aubrey. So I guess a dude that she wasn't. Oh, so she got a baby by a dude she wasn't even married to. In November 2005, and Halle Berry is 41 at this time, began dating French-Canadian model Gabriel Aubrey, who she had met at a Versace photo shoot. Berry gave birth to their daughter in March 2008 when she was, I guess, 42. And on April 30, 2010, Berry and Aubrey announced that their relationship had ended. So she had a 5-year run with some dude, and then it ended. So yeah, I mean, all this to say that Van Hunt, you fucked up, dog. You fucked up. You got engaged to a woman who her first kid was out of wedlock. Her second kid, I guess, she was married. Jummy Mocha says, and she paying child support. Good for her. Supposedly, yeah, I believe she was paying child support because the dude she there. Yeah, I like, but who is Halle Perry child support support, and wasn't she complaining about the child support? Halle Berry pays $8,000 per month in child support to ex-husband Oliver Martinez for their son Michael, according to 2023 settlement. She also covers 4.3% of any income over $2 million. She also covers, what's that mean? Private school tuition, uniforms. She shares joint legal physical custody of her 11-year-old Mako with Martinez. She pays $8,000 a month. Fuck. And she's forced. If you know it was on her own, she would have never done that. So she got a son with her, but then she got a daughter with a dude she met at a photo shoot. In a prior separate case, court documents indicated a previous high arrangement to pay $16,000 a month to her ex-boyfriend for their daughter Nala. She said Nala was born in 2008, so Nala is going to be 18 this year. Let's look at Nala Aubrey. Is that what her name would be? Nala Aubrey. Yeah, here it is. No, she got to have older pictures than that. Now this is her as a young child. She got to be age. She got to be turning. Oh, she's 17, but she'll be 18 in March. Halle Berry had her second kid at 47. Jesus Christ. And if she's about to be 60, she's 59 now. She had her first kid at like 41. Second kid at 47. That's crazy. (2008) Yeah, she was 42. She had her first kid at 42, her second kid at 47. Jesus. Like, this is red flag all over. You feel me? And Van Hunt wants to marry this? Damn, my bad. I almost threw myself out of my own live stream, man. Fuck. How did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. And I don't mean to put her kid's face out there. I mean, her kid's face is out there. I don't mean to do it myself, you know. Her kid is an adult now, though. So, well, she's gonna be 17. That's crazy. She's 17. Her mom's about to be 60. So yeah, what's a person marrying a 6-year-old Halle, bro? You need to be sharing her. Why are you going to become exclusive with Halle, bro? Let me look up this nigga Van Hunt. I've never heard of this nigga. Where is he from? look at this. Van Hunt got a son named Drake. That just lets you know everything about him. His son is named Drake, bro. His son is named Drake. Why, bro? Look at this nigga's Instagram. His Instagram is a video of Halle Berry. Why would you make this? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get that. I don't get. These dudes are super simps, bro. His number one pin thing, that's his claim to fame. Halle Berry. He got 94,000 followers on Instagram. He's a nobody. I mean, respectfully, compared to Halle Berry, you know? But your first video, your first thing on your page is how, like, why, nigga? Like, what the fuck? She got 9.2, and this is what I'm talking about, right? Pay attention to this, guys. Pay attention to this. Halle Berry has 9.2 million followers on Instagram, but she's getting married to a man who has 92,000, bro. There's YouTubers more famous than her soon-to-be husband. And I guarantee she won't take his last name. I guarantee she won't take his last name, yo. She's not going to become Halle Hunt. She might not even become Halle Berry Hunt. She probably just not take his last name. He might become Van Berry. I can see him becoming Van Berry more than I can see her becoming Halle Hunt. And what does he get? He gets an older woman who's a baby mother of 2. She's paying child support for 2 kids. And I don't see him anywhere on her. Where is he on her? Where is he on her profile? She got a picture with a man. It's not even him. She got, yo, you can't make this up, yo. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, bro. The first picture she got of a man on her profile is another nigga, not even him. He's nowhere to be found, bro. This is one of, she got a picture with, who's this nigga? She got Chris Hemsworth on her profile before her own husband. Hey, bro. You see what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up, bro. This nigga's first picture, he got a pin to the top so you can't miss it. It's her. He got a pin to the top so you can't miss it. And he got another one of her right here. 1, 2. This might be here too. Is this 3? I don't want to watch the whole thing, but let's say that's 3. Okay, and now 4, 5. Right? She's all over his Instagram. She's all over his Instagram. That's why she didn't say, bro, this is why she didn't say yes right away. Why you think, and you got to think, right? Halle Berry is married to models, Major League Baseball players, right? Why the fuck would she take the last name of a nigga who nobody even knows? Can anybody name a song by Van Hunt? What's Van Hunt's hit song? What the fuck did he make? Mufasa said he's better off with J-Lo. Bro, I don't know if anybody's better off with J-Lo is, you know, I don't know if anybody's better off with J-Lo, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if anyone's better off with J-Lo. That's funny though. Van Hunt's a new king of the Sims. Bro, I mean, yeah, I didn't know it was, bro, I never heard of him. I didn't know it was bad. I didn't even look into it. But the fact that she's speaking for both of them, like we this and we that, it shows you the whole problem, bro. It shows you everything you need to know about these women, bro. She's 60 years old and she still was turning down the proposal from a man as if she got better fucking options, bro. $3156 for life says he's taking the crown from Russell. He has to be, bro. Yo, he's all over. He's nowhere to be found. Why is the first man? Look, we got pictures of her, how great she is. Look at videos of how her taking her clothes off for other men in her 60s. You know what I'm saying? All I see is other men on here. Chris Hemsworth starring. So I get it. She's in a film with Chris Hemsworth. But look, she got that pinned to her top. Videos of her pinned to the top. Anything with him? Is he anywhere around? Can we find him anywhere? This nigga's nowhere to be found. Oh, what about this? Oh, that's the clip we're watching. So she got this. Okay. But you can't see him. You have to click on it. You just see her. If you scroll by, you can't even see him. And then she got this nigga. Where is her man? Where is her man? Hallie, I get it. You're still desirable I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in their right mind would hit this. I'm not saying that they wouldn't. And you probably just do it for the clout. I would even do it because it would be some good punani or good kunani. I don't even know that kunani would be good, but just for the story, right? You got to do it for the story. Guys, if you're coming in, please hit the like button, like the video, and share this live with anybody you think will be up right now and enjoy this shit. We going up. Cruz says, looks like you got a shape up. I did, my brother. Oh, I did. You feel me? You feel me? My boy said he need a vamoose and get the fuck on with that trans call. Yeah. I would, bro, if I'm a famous dude, I don't give a fuck how much. See, this is the shit I'm trying to talk about. Dudes are famous and they're still simping for famous women. I wouldn't be a simp for famous woman if I'm famous. I would date women who are not famous that are like, you can find a woman who's not famous that as pretty as Halle Berry, but younger and more cooperative and who will say yes to a marriage right away and who won't post pictures going on picnics with other men. Like she's hiding him, bro. She's not accidentally hiding him. This is purposeful. And he's not purposely he's not accidentally showcasing her. He's purposely showcasing her, bro. He didn't do that shit accidentally. He pinned her shit to the top, bro. She's the first thing you see of Van Hunt. You don't even see him. I guess this is him, but I don't know. But you see you see Halle Berry's ass. The Sims are, bro. This just shows you everything about Sims. The first thing you find on a Sims page is a picture of their girl's ass on their Instagram. And then this. Could he be any more silly? I love him so. That's what Halle Berry said to him. Could he be any more silly? Bro, does that sound like a dude that's getting sloppy toppy uncontrollably Or did that sound like a dude that got a monster box and beg for head? Kamari Dillard 2062 says, what's wild is there'll always be simps somewhere who will enable women to continue acting this way. That's what I'm trying to say. She's 60 years old, still acting up. She's 6 years old, still acting up, bro. Like, and look, even me, bro, I had girls in my life where I had to dub them because they didn't realize that I'm on a trajectory to be somewhere in life. They're on a slow path to nowhere. I'm on a trajectory to be somewhere. So if they can't appreciate, a lot of girls can't appreciate you on your climb. They can't. They're going to look past it. They're going to undermine it. They're going to do all that shit. And this is why it's up to you to be the person that says, you know what? It's cool. I get it. You don't see where I'm at now, but you will. And when you figure where I'm going to be, it's going to be too late. Again, if you're a man with status and fame, you shouldn't even, dating a famous girl should not even be an option to you. If you're dating a famous girl, it's because chances are you're still trying to get approval from people, you're approval seeking, and that's why you're a simp. That's exactly why you're a simp. Again, the first thing you see on a simp's page is this girl's ass. What do you see on Halle Berry's page? The first thing you see on hers? You see her. You don't see his body anywhere. You see her. Need I say more? You don't see her, and you don't see her anyway. You don't see him anywhere. You see other dudes first. She's talking about books she reads. Look at this. You guys know I be making these eyes from my fucking thumbnails, right? I mean, it's the reason why I do this shit. But anyway, she says, time for another HB Books from Bed. If you are a menopause woman, this book is for you. This one hits in a special kind of way, as my menopause journey has been quite the bumpy road. My sweet friend, whoever, the WDNC president, has written a book that will not only have you cracking up, we need a laugh, but it will make you cry in a good way and lift your spirits and remind you that help is on the way. Bro, it's crazy how similar you reading this, you don't even know Halle Berry's writing this shit. This sounds like anything any girl in menopause would say, because they all say the same shit. They all read from the same script, and none of them are original. And that's why when they don't put you on their page, they're doing what every woman would do. Right? No respect. No respect. How hard would it be to put a picture of your man who you're about to marry pinned to the top of your profile? How hard would that be? I don't know. Am I tripping? Let me know. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm asking for too much, y'all. But I get it. Halle, you got 9.2 million followers. He got 92,000. Again, just like the Rihanna and A$AP Rocky shit. You know what I'm saying? That disparity means something. You know, and a lot of women, they still want to feel like the prize. Like Halle Berry, she was Miss Ohio. She wants to feel like she's still that bitch. Right? She wants you to look at her. She's just this desirable woman at any age. And she's she's topless in this photo. I'm not even going to keep it on the screen because just in case, but she's topless on her gram. And she's about to be a married woman. She's topless at 60 years old, bro. I don't know. I ain't got any words for this, but yo, guys, I'm going to do again this live stream again next week. I guess 10:30 might be the time I'm going to be rocking out. I hope you guys enjoy this. Like this video. Follow me on Twitch at Call Me Shape. If you, I'm giving you guys options. You can watch me there. You can watch me on Twitch. I don't know what you guys on, but I'm gonna try to live stream a lot more now. 2026, build it up, build the audience. I want to get some guests on here. I want to have girls live in studio with me. We can do all that, and yeah, no simp shit, bro. No sucker shit. Keep a player. Join the playerhood. Download my free ebook. Be attractive and shut up. Learn how to not simp. Get in your own fucking way. And yeah, bro. I appreciate you guys who rocked out with me for 2 hours. I was gonna just do this shit for like 30 minutes, but we got a little audience in here. So, and shout out to everybody that donated, right? A super chat. I appreciate you guys. And everybody watching this on the live stream, get ready. I think Saturdays at 10 is gonna be I'm gonna start live streaming every Saturday at 10. I think that's gonna be a date that could work for all of us. But thank y'all. We're gonna talk soon, and enjoy your weekend and enjoy the Super Bowl, y'all. Next week, same thing. We'll weekly recap all the big stories of the week relating to modern dating, women, the whole nine. Anyway, my name is Shape, and I'm out. Peace.